Hey everyone, thank you for continuing in this biblical leadership training course. The title of today's video is Church Leadership Roles in the New Testament, Part 2. Today we're going to have a look and begin looking at elders. Three texts are very helpful in explaining the role of elders in the local church. Titus 1, verse 5. The reason I left you in Crete was that you might put in order what was left unfinished, and appoint elders in every town, as I directed you. Acts 20, verses 17 and 28, just two verses from a conversation between Paul and the Ephesian elders. From Miletus, Paul sent to Ephesus for the elders of the church. Verse 28. Keep watch over yourselves and of the flock which the Holy Spirit has made you overseers. Be shepherds of the church of God, which he bought with his own blood. I'll explain the Greek words later. 1 Peter 5, verses 1 to 4. To the elders among you, I appeal as a fellow elder and a witness of Christ's sufferings, who will also share in the glory to be revealed. Be shepherds of God's flock that is under your care, watching over them, not because you must, but because you are willing, as God wants you to be, not pursuing dishonest gain, but eager to serve, not lording it over those entrusted to you, but being examples to the flock. And when the chief shepherd appears, you will receive the crown of glory that will never fade away. In these texts we find three different Greek words being used to describe the role of an elder. Presbyteros is translated elder. Episkopos is translated overseer, or sometimes watchman or bishop. Poimeno is translated shepherd or pastor. It is important to note that all three of these words are used by both Paul and Peter when they address the elders. Some people have separated the three words into three different roles. But plain reading of these texts indicates that all three words refer to the same person, the same role. The role has three different aspects, which are best described using these three different words. So, presbyteros means older or senior. It speaks of the maturity and the wisdom required of the role. Episkopos means overseer. It speaks of watching over the people, taking authority over and taking responsibility for the people. And poimeno means tend as a shepherd. It speaks of the task of caring for and protecting the people. It's been observed that these three aspects actually make the role complete and balanced. Let me give you some examples. If a person exercises the pastoral or shepherd role, poimeno, but doesn't lead with authority, there's no episkopos, the congregation could lose vision and direction. We could even end up with the congregation heading in the wrong direction or leading the elder. Authority, episkopos, without the maturity and wisdom of an elder, presbyteros, could result in the congregation being led in the wrong direction. Authority, episkopos, without shepherding, poimeno, can result in dictatorial, demanding leadership and hurt sheep. So an effective elder must be able to minister in all three aspects of this role. Most of us are stronger in one aspect, and it may be helpful for us to devote significant energy to this aspect. But the other aspects must still be exercised in order for us to provide a balanced and a healthy ministry. For example, if an elder excels in pastoral care, he may focus significant time on this vital work. But the care must still be exercised with the wisdom and the authority of an elder and overseer. Because of the different descriptions of this role, some church groupings have used different words to describe this role. In NCMI circles, the term elder is largely used, but many other churches use pastor. Wisdom suggests that we don't argue over the word that is used, but that we rather seek to exercise the ministry fully. Now, this is very important. While words such as elder and pastor are good biblical words for this role, we should never use the word priest. Elders in the New Testament are not a New Testament version of the Old Testament priest. The Bible clearly teaches that all New Testament believers are priests. Let's look at 1 Peter 2, verses 4 and 5. As you come to him, the living stone, rejected by humans but chosen by God and precious to him, you also, like living stones, are being built into a spiritual house to be a holy priesthood, offering spiritual sacrifices acceptable to God through Jesus Christ. Jump down to verse 9. But you are a chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's special possession, that you may declare the praises of him who called you out of darkness into his wonderful light. The role of a priest is twofold: to minister to God and to minister to people. And this is true for both Old Testament priests and New Testament priests. If the church is a priesthood, then all believers should be doing both of these things, ministering to God and ministering to other people. That's more than enough for one session. And the next time we'll take a look at what elders do and how they do it. Please don't forget, make some notes and share some thoughts and questions on the group. Thanks now.